Sports fans around the world, the finals of the Duelist Convocational Invitational Melbourne 2016 is upon us.
This was the 1 year anniversary of the local legacy group.
Now, the boys are playing for more than just pride tonight. For this match, they are playing for a revised plateau.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
So on our left, we've got Rob Gascard playing Bug Dolva, a very lean sort of list. It's got 4 him, but it's not playing Liliana of the Vale.
Did a little fist pump under the table because I'm hyped because it's the 4-0 bracket.
So these boys are playing for the 5-0, the plateau, and basically bragging rights for the rest of their lives.
And the all-important cover photo.
Yeah, the cover photo of the Melbourne Weekly page. So Rob leads off with a Delver, attacks for 1 after failing to flip, and Graham plays a Cloud Post.
My hand's like two forces, a blue card, and a land or something.
Graham plays another Cloud Post, bringing him up to 4 mana. Delver again fails to flip like a true chump, but Wasteland to take out the Cloud Post.
Yeah.
Back down to 1 mana for you.
Really just a discarded card, Time Walk there.
Yep. So Vesuva comes in, copying Cloud Post. Basically, we've just played the exact same turn. Oh, bing! Another Wasteland.
How good is flipping Delver's?
Potentially, would you have rather flipped Delver than drawn that Wasteland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. All signs point to maybe.
Yeah. So Graham plays an island into a ponder.
Hey, look at this. It's a deck playing blue for cantrips for consistency.
This is a first for tonight.
I am a big fan of the cards Ponder and Brainstorm.
I think they should both be banned, but I enjoy playing them all the same.
Yeah, I would love a cantrip at this point.
So Delver finally flips, pulling Abrupt Decay. Do we crack the fetch to not draw it? No, we want to draw it. Okay.
I thought candelabras might exist.
So Delver attacks for 3, doesn't even pull it out of the sleeve. What a chump. What a chump this Rob Gascard guy is. He's definitely not one of the boys.
Okay. What do you got, lady? Show and tell. What's happening here?
So 4 mana, 5 mana actually.
All good stuff. We've got a days going on. Very nice. Game 1, thought not to. That's pretty spicy. Oath of the Gatewatch Tech.
So Delver still crashes in for another 3. Rob riding the tempo wave here.
Hoping it's happening. I don't like my chances. They're about to get to the territory where all my cards are dead.
Force Will's always good, right?
We got the candelabra going on. His only plays here are he's got 4 mana to play with. Could really do anything. Options are open. Oh, he net 1 with that candelabra he just played. Boom. So that's why I kept it.
The Abrupt Decay comes down. It is quite funny, the difference, the Maverick versus Bug Delver versus 12 Post, the games are, they're just basically chalk and night.
Yeah.
Chalk and night because it's chalk and cheese versus day and night. But they're so different, it's chalk and night. Sophie says hello, my dog whimpering in the background. She's also excited about this game. Possibly the most enjoyable game we've had to cover so far. Delver crashes in again.
I remember this. I had a hand of multiple Force of Wills and he draws off the Brainstorm, the Cavern of Souls to get me.
To slam prime time. So 2 lands coming.
I'm sitting there like, did he name Giant? Oh yeah, that's why he named Giant. Got me.
So, have you got a Stifle?
Nah.
No. So, that comes in to gain some life, I presume, and then get... What's your Ugin going to do about it?
Yeah, pack it up. I'm pretty sure I get nothing main deck except for Deluge, which sets me back infinitely.
Yep. And probably doesn't do that much against Ugin and 8,500 mana.
Yeah. Ow. Sometimes lands that tap for 2 get you.
Yeah, Delver's quite weak to that, isn't it? Imagine if you had a Stifle, that would have been good. Like, running Stifle is probably the best draws.
Yeah, but then they just attack.
Oh, you can race him. He's probably down to, like, low life.
Nah, the Delver never flipped. Yeah, Graham's really... this is the game he wants to be playing, especially before the sideboard cards come in.
Stabilize, put a huge chunk of mana into play, gain a heap of life.
So Vesuva Glimmer Post coming out there. Potentially just being another Glimmer Post.
Yep. Sophie's not liking this.
Or a second prime time.
Are you ready to concede yet?
I think I was just seeing what was in his deck at this point. I remember sitting there going, back it up. He's gone up 12 life there, I think.
That's 4 Delver hits you've got to redo while also taking 12.
Yeah, while he's also doing ridiculous things with his mana while taking 12.
Seems like a tough spot.
It's not really where I want it to be. So I'm packing up the cards. It's good to be it's good to have a fresh look at the sideboard after a really resounding game 1 loss.
Humbling loss.
If the Delver flipped, maybe, but you know how it goes.
It was close. It was a close game 1.
What do I take out here? So I'm taking out an Abrupt Decay. Good on me for holding my cards in a manner that can be seen by the camera, helping myself out.
It is useful when people actively help the commentary team.
The commentary team.
The production staff here have been working overtime.
Yeah, the boys up in the
Northern Territory.
It's we got the same blokes as the Boston Celtics from before. That's why he was wearing the jersey. Okay, I'm bringing in Surgicals. I'm bringing in Null Rods. I flicked Dread of Night to the front of my sideboard pile for some reason. Graham's bringing in Moment's Peace, as we saw in the earlier game.
So what do you think the blue-green deck's bringing in for this matchup?
So definitely Pithing Needle is definitely Moment's Peace.
Just trying to basically buy some more time then. Turn the Wastelands off. Fog a little bit.
Pretty much the same game plan with a couple of spices thrown in there.
Yeah, it's just more efficient and more effective cards that do the exact same thing.
Yeah. I'm on at least a Diabolic Edict, which is cool, I guess.
Yeah, you can take out like a Trinket Mage.
Yeah, Daze is a weird one in this matchup, because the only games you win is when you keep them at low mana.
Yep.
And that's when Daze is at its best.
But doesn't help you come back from behind.
But you really need to play like you're from in front.
Yep. Well, you are Delver. You're not winning if you just try and play
what am I going to
cautiously.
Play Painful Truth, tap out on turn 3, and my opponent just show and tells me. Got him.
Well, hopefully you draw into Force Will.
Yeah, that's why my boy him to Turax. Yeah, MVP.
Alright, so lead off with, I presume...
An M12 Honda, I think.
I was more speculating on what land you were going to get, but it's okay. We'll talk about the addition of the card.
Yeah, it's going to be Underground Sea, surely. It's pretty much always plays 4 of them.
You don't want Tropical Islands?
Why would I want Tropical Island?
4 Underground Seas. That's a bit excessive, don't you think?
Well, when you play 18 land bug, you play 7 fetch lands, 4 Underground Seas, 2 bays, and a trop. It's the standard 7 fetch land build.
Known in Melbourne for taking down large events and winning dual lands. So Graham has a fetch land for a basic island. I'll presume a Pithing Needle. Yep. His deck doesn't do that great on the turn 1 plays. And there's him.
Crack a smile every time. I just love reaching for the dice, letting the game play itself for a bit.
Do you roll the dice around your hand? Just doesn't matter what's going on.
Give it a little bit of magic. Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn hitting the bin there to shuffle him back in.
So you probably can't go on the mill out plan at this stage.
Nah, it's not where I want to be.
Glimpse Unthinkable is probably not doing much work. And there's Liliana of the Veil, so a bit more disruption in the way of proactive hand disruption, because the deck sort of needs quite a lot of cards to do its thing. It's great to make 8.5 million mana, but if you've got nothing to play.
Yeah, so my opponent's on 2 lands. I've got a Liliana in play. It's exactly where I want to be. I'm discarding lands, looking for stuff to do, I guess.
And the Ponder, so looking for... The best draw would probably be like a Tarmogoyf at this stage, right?
Tarmogoyf, just find something in the game. Liliana, unfortunately, does not win the game. She gets you very close. Graham could just get me with a show and tell, though.
Yep. This isn't the matchup where Liliana can hardlock you, where you can either draw your one card and it's a creature and then it dies, or So Wasteland attempted to go, but it is pitting needled. It's pithed.
I've probably got a stifle in hand in that case.
And there's a Force of Will for the...
Liliana uptick. Sweet Delver. Yeah, let's ride this bad boy to the end of the game.
So a drastically different game we're seeing this time with the post deck stuck on 2 mana. Not even 2 lands that make 8 mana, just 2 mana.
Yeah, just really wondering if my opponent's got a show and tell at this point. Like,
yep.
That's really what I'm worried about. If I've got a counter spell, that's the one card I'm thinking about.
So a nice Brainstorm in the 7-land fetch build.
It's the optimal number if you're going to play.
Well, it forces you to not cast Brainstorm, which then makes you a better player.
Yeah, I like the Brainstorm the turn you're about to die. Or this turn. This turn was probably perfect, right?
Yeah, just you've got to do something.
Could I have a look?
And another Delver, so I will presume that will flip because you played Brainstorm and Delver in the same deck before.
So what I was doing there with the Brainstorm was I just may as well cast it anyway because I'm going to discard a card with Liliana. I may as well get the worst card out of the top 3 cards of my deck to discard it.
So again, as mentioned before, a radically different game to game 1. Huge chunks of life coming out at 6 damage a turn. Graham pinned on mana, hasn't really been able to do much. He's not done much actually at all.
Liliana Ultimate coming out here. There's a Sensei's Divining Top and a Pithing Needle naming Wasteland in one pile and his 2 lands in the other.
Would you have drawn with the top on that in that event?
I think Graham did explain it as a misplay after the fact.
Sure.
Ooh, that Wasteland is hungry.
Hungry like the wolves.
And I'm hungry like the wolves.
So discarding a ponder rather than casting it?
Powerful.
Or are you just casting it and that's in response?
No, I had pondered before, right? Probably. Graham scooping it up there. So Liliana went up to 7, down to 1, and then ready to ride that train all over again.
So you are playing Liliana despite me saying that you're not actually playing Liliana? Or was that
it was in the sideboard? I thought it was a toss-up between Toxic Deluge and Liliana of the Veil in the main deck as a one of Haymaker flex slot.
In the wise words of the people that make the taco shells, why not both?
I don't know. I want to play Fatal Push though. That card looks dope.
Probably not very good against this matchup though.
Yeah, I mean just crack a bunch of fetch lands and then get Emrakul, but his protection from instant or coloured. Yeah, it wasn't a good idea in the first place.
Fatal Push.
Yeah.
I think it'll see some play. It kills Goblin Lucky.
Yeah, just more of that in the format.
Yeah. Needs less health.
Yeah, it's good to see the got rid of the non-black clause for kill spells.
In black, yeah.
I feel like black should have at least on par removal to white.
We've come a long way since the days of Terror. 3 mana, killed, destroyed target non-black. It's like a 3 mana Doomblade. It also doesn't... Doomblade is a kill artifact either. Yeah. Doomblade's just a 2 mana Terror.
Yeah, so we've got a mulligan here.
So scrying to the bottom.
So we've got the Deathrite Shaman off the Tropical Island. The one of really just get a threat on the board, possibly get to 3 mana on turn 2. It's nice to use it all, hey?
Maybe you could cast Show and Tell on turn 2.
Cool, we've got a...
So a Wasteland targeting that.
Ooh, him.
No, that's a Life from the Loam.
Yeah, good stuff. Picking up that Wasteland. That's where I want to be.
So amusingly, Life from the Loam has the Deathrite has exiled the
Cloud Posts.
The Cloud Post.
It's relevant in a bit.
Yeah, this was quite funny.
So we've got a stack of cards coming. I'm pretty sure we kept some number of Stifle in. Dredge the Loam. Cast the spells. Do the good stuff.
Yeah, what do you want? What do you want to draw spells for? When like
Yeah,
Stone Rain is just way better.
why don't they just pick up a land then?
Holding up Stifle, perhaps. Well, that wouldn't be it, because you've got Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah, did I just not wasteland him?
You couldn't.
No, I could have dredged Loam, cast Loam off the Deathrite Shaman, Tropical Island, and wasteland him.
What would you have targeted?
We had basics.
Yeah. Isn't it annoying when your opponent plays basic lands?
Yeah, I just want to wasteland everything.
That's why Mavericks struggle so hard against Miracles. What are you going to wasteland? What's your big party trick, man?
Cool, that is Ulamog. I did not put a permanent then off show and tell.
Skill games.
Check out this high-powered play.
So brainstorm, thinking it's ponder, and we worked it out.
Gets the land. I'm not sure if I had a land in my hand.
So what are we looking for here? Like Liliana at this stage, or
Yeah.
the Diabolic Edict?
Yeah, it's a hell of a scenario having an Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger from Battle for Zendikar on the other side of the table.
That's the mill guy, right?
That is the 10 cost, 10/10 indestructible. When it attacks, there's a trigger on the stack that says your opponent exiles the top 20 cards of their library. And then there is a secondary clause to that on cast. It vindicates twice, but exiles.
So Surgical attempted to go after a card that had been exiled.
So I attempted to Surgical the Cloud Post, but I had already used that to cast the Life from the Loam earlier in the game.
Via the Deathrite Shaman.
So I swapped over to Show and Tell. After a brief judge fix, we end up at a pretty good spot, considering there's an Ulamog on the other side of the table.
Baleful Strix usually can take down everything.
Indestructible is pretty good.
Indestructible sort of complicates the Death Touch plan, though, doesn't it?
Here I am milling 20.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm sure I'm wrong. I actually don't feel like counting to 20 either.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd pick up the deck and do it a bit faster.
All I know is that 20 is quite a lot of cards, and you've got like
21 cards left in my library at this point. No, 22 at this point.
I'm not sure whether you're just lying or you're a brilliant genius.
Nah, Graham asked it.
Oh, okay.
So I play the Jace off the top of the library.
Now that's the Planeswalker we need. Bounce. Get in there, Deathrite Shaman.
I'm pretty sure this is exactly the draw I needed.
Very, very few draws are as good as Jason Mind Sculptor.
Especially in that top deck. Phase of the game we'll get into.
So this is
2 Moments Peace, an Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger, and a Ugin the Spirit Dragon.
Is this Surgical Extraction or?
Nah, that was I just asked to see the information because the information hadn't changed from when I surgical the Shown Tab.
Sure.
I didn't bring pen and paper because I was an idiot.
It doesn't stop you from playing a bit of Lagucci, does it? I think you're best off just asking your opponent to give you stuff.
Yeah, sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't.
It's far more interesting when your opponent has to give you free stuff. Do you ever bother bringing dice anymore? Because I think I want to stop that practice. I'm not bringing dice, you give me your dice.
Scumbag.
Hey, I'm the one playing goblins, leave me alone.
I do love when your opponent has really cool dice, like the casino dice or something.
Yeah, they've put so much effort into it and you haven't even bothered to think of bringing a dice.
I didn't even bring a pen, I'm sorry. Nah, I do love the accessories that come out in the Legacy community. Lots of trinkets.
For the trinket mage. So Jace is starting the Fate Seal, but you yet to found a clock. I speak, I bite my words, I eat my words, I should say. There's a Tarmogoyf. It's probably a big one too.
Yeah, that is not a small goyf. That has artifact, creature,
instant sorcery.
And I'm pretty sure there's a planeswalker in there.
I'm sure there's a land.
Yeah, 100%.
So
pretty good place to be. I've got the Life from the Loam, Wasteland, Goyf, Jace lock.
I would be surprised if Graham had more basics, because you've got to fit in like 10 posts. The deck's actually 12. It's called 12 posts, but it's got like 10.
I thought it played 4 Vesuva.
Nah, you can't play too many Vesuva because it doesn't do anything by itself.
Yeah.
So a Brainstorm from Graham into a Pithing Needle, I presume, would be on Jace. But you could also go for Wasteland.
The Abrupt Decay in the hand. It's nice to have it.
Just snag it off.
I'm not sure how many I kept in, probably 2 or 3.
Another one, Bites the Dust.
Life from the Loam. Turns out the Loam's pretty tasty.
So yeah, it turns out Loam is quite good. Graham does not look pleased.
It's always a shit time when your opponent is looping the same card over and over again.
And it's really good against your strategy.
It's like when you get Punishing Fired, you get Punishing Fired every turn of the game from then on out.
Do you ever hope your opponent will just not do it? Like, rationally, you just think, maybe they'll be nice to me? Like, it never works out for me, but I live in hope every day. So, another attack from Goyf, and then a Fate Seal.
Vesuva on Forest. I try to Wasteland that. It's a basic. Can't win them all.
How cooked is that? It's a non-basic, but you can't Wasteland it.
Because basic is the super type, and it copies super and subtypes on lands in play.
At this stage, I've lost all interest because I just want to keep Stone Raining. That's all I want to do, man. I don't want to stop the Stone Rain party.
Yeah, I'm on the one-track mind here. Liliana in the bin. I do love a double Planeswalker.
So here we see the attempted Wasteland. Turns out it doesn't actually work. Probably should have been DQ'd for that, you filthy cretin.
Yeah, I think that's 3 stuff-ups this game.
Yeah, that's not the spirit of the game at all.
Yeah. I really like getting Jace into double digits to play around Primeval Titans attacking it, I guess.
How do you want to win now? I think it's basically locked up. I'm sure there's some permission in your hand. Well, you haven't really been drawing, have you? You've just been looping Life from the Loam. And ladies and gentlemen, the Jules Convocational Invitational 52nd weekly anniversary, the Melbourne scene. Do you know what time it is? It's time for a plateau, mate.
A pack